Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony T. As we broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and the Sports Chat Plays YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. I want to give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. That's what we do here on the Drive-Thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time is delivering live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and the Sports Chat Plays. Let's take a peek at who will be on the show with us here for today. All right, let's bring him up right now with us today. Well, let me get to the right screen here. I'm on the wrong one. Here we go. We got Jovan Burts, Brian Bitler, and Brad Francis. We have three who will be signing a little later. Al Ninos, and we've got also Zawacky and Dana Lane returns the drive, so they'll be signing just a little bit later. This is how they're going to line up for this evening. Bitler, Francis, Burts, Nino, Zawacky, Lane, and then I will close this one out. All right, back from my 2 days off. Thanks to Chris. All right, we got 7 games from Major League Baseball. WNB up on the board. We have a lot of baseball here on the show. Let's go ahead. Let's get this one started. Let's go ahead and welcome in Brian Bitler. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium, where he does great work there. Also part of the morning show, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Brian, what's happening?
Not much here. It was a really good Saturday, and then 3-0 Saturday, then 1-2 Sunday. So hopefully back to winning today. It's a small card, but there's a few gems on there.
Yeah, a few gems on there, no doubt about that. And we'll get it started here with this one here at 8 Eastern Time as the Cubs here to play host to the Nationals. The Cubs here minus 195, favorites for a total of 8.
Yeah, I know the wind's blowing in a little bit of Wrigley Field, but I'm still loving the over here. Cubs and Nationals game. The Nationals send Anibal Sanchez to the mound. This guy's maybe been the worst starting pitcher in baseball. He's got competition with some of the Pirates guys, but he's 0-4, 7.65 ERA, a 1.45 WHIP. And his bad season this year, really isn't nothing new. Last year he was batting practice as well. You got Keegan Thompson on the other hill for the Cubs, and he's had pretty good season numbers. But last time out, he got hit around a little bit as well. The over's 13-6 the last 19 Monday games for the Nationals. So for me, I'm going to take the over here, Cubs Nationals.
All right, Brian says go ahead and take the over the total here of not over the total. That's right. If it's over the total, let me get that in there corrected here. Yeah, Anibal Sanchez, veteran player here, was out of baseball for a while with injuries, hit some minor leagues, but come in here with a struggle here in his 4 starts. Keegan Thomas, again, somebody with about mid-3 ERA, about a 1 home run per 9 innings. But yeah, of course, here's something I found interesting, Brian. It's what we've seen here with Washington. They have gone over the total in 27 and 41 as a road underdog of plus 150 to plus 200 range. When you're a big underdog like that, it's because you usually have a big pitching mismatch for the Nationals. This is one of those where it's a big pitching mismatch, and the number has gone over in 27 and 41 when Washington has been a dog of plus 150 to the 200 range.
Yeah, we saw what the Philadelphia Phillies did to them as big favorites against the Nationals. But my only worry is, can the Nationals contribute to that number to get it over? But the Chicago Cubs bullpen, they got rid of a few key pieces. I know one went to the Phillies. So for me, I think the sooner this game goes to the bullpen for the Cubs, the sooner we get that over, and the Nationals contribute some runs to that total.
Yeah, you're looking here, no doubt about that. For the Nationals, they will have to get it going here because, of course, you get this number over the total. Of course, it was, Juan Soto out here in Washington, so they got to figure out a way to get some runs, right?
And Josh Bell as well. He was hitting, I think, much better than Soto. So without Bell and Soto, Nationals missing some offensive power, but. Against that Cubs bullpen, I think they can contribute 3 or 4 runs tonight to get us to that total.
All right, we got Brian here on the Nationals and Cubs over total of 8. This one will have a start time here of 8 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight. As we said here, just 7 game cards here from Major League Baseball, single from WNB. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, I got my Major League Baseball titanium play, just $15 gets you my best bet. Yesterday, just 1 and 2. We missed out on the titanium play, but over the last 12 or so days, I've been cashing my best bet pretty regularly, and for $15, it's guaranteed. Also have the 3-pack, my Monday night Pound Zone 3-pack that includes that $15 play, and my NFL preseason pass is up and ready. We're gonna have plenty more plays. I see good stuff on Thursday and Friday coming up. already 1-0 in the season cash in the Hall of Fame game. So $99 will get you about 10 to 14 plays.
That's right, guys. I get over with Brian Bitler over at Pick Dogs. Premium, of course, he does have plays up there for you right now. He does have a one-day pass up there on Pick Dogs Premium. He does have his $15 premium. It's a titanium wager here, $15. A credit guarantee. That means if the play must win or the amount that you paid for is credited back in your account for more picks. So that's what the credit guarantee means up there on the board. Pick Dogs Premium. Brian does have other single plays up there, but again, he does put together his Pound Zone 3-pack. That is also credit guarantee. A 3-pack from Major League Baseball is 3 best bets on the board. Of course, that must turn a profit again, or those plays are, or the amount you paid for is credited back into your account for more picks. That's what credit guarantee means over at Pick Dogs Premium. So get on board there with Brian. You could also go with a long-term pass, the 3, 7, or $30 sports pass. You get all of Brian's plays for that period of time you select. When you go to his Handicapper page and you make that purchase, and of course you could add a cent capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion, even greater value there. All right, Brian, as always, it's great having you on the show. Have yourself a great evening. We'll talk with you again tomorrow. I know you're part of the morning show here at 10 a.m. Eastern Time every single day on the Pick Dogs YouTube channel, as well as your video series that you have over at Pick Dogs. Of course, you have the Money in the Bank. Of course, you have Fast 5 as well.
Yep. Don't forget to check out my Take It to the Bank play every day on YouTube, on the Pick Dogs YouTube channel, and my Fast 5 selections. And catch me every day at 10 o'clock going at it with Ruflo and Mitch. Definitely a good time, so make sure you guys tune in.
Tune in there at that time period with 10 a.m. Eastern Time with Brian and company. All right, Brian, have yourself a great evening, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.
All right, Tony. Enjoyed it. I'll see you on Friday, and let's catch some games this week.
Let's catch some games this week indeed. Brian Bitler here on the drive to. Let's continue our coverage, guys. So reminder, just like and subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it always gets started every day with that morning show at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Of course, you got Brian, you got Chris, you got Mitch on the show, and of course, the video series Brian talked about is Take It to the Bank. Takes it to the bank, as well as his Fast 5. Ron Romanelli's rundown from Major League Baseball. He rundowns the entire card with picks there. It's been a very popular video series over at Pick Dogs. Of course, Jovan has his parlay of the day. Of course, don't forget to Mills and Brad Francis with the UFC pick show Saturdays following the morning show. All right, let's continue on here with the drive-thru. Up next, we have Brad Francis. You can find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. As we mentioned earlier, he is part of the UFC show with Mills here on Saturdays on the Pick Dogs channel. So let's go ahead and bring in Brad Francis right now. I think we're ready to roll. Here we go. Brad, what's happening?
What's up, Tony? Good to have you back.
Yep, great to be back. All right, here we go, 9:40 Eastern Time. We have the Diamondbacks here to host the Pirates with Arizona big favorites now up to -250. The total sits at 8.
Yeah, it's rare I would take the D-backs on the run line at this price, but this is a very favorable matchup for them, so I am going to take the D-backs minus the run and a half. The D-backs are actually 61-46 against the spread this season, which is the 4th best run line record in the MLB. This is going to be a bullpen game for the Pirates, which their bullpen has struggled all season. The Pirates bullpen ranks 25th in the MLB with a 4.40 ERA. Gallen will be on the mound for the D-backs, and when he's pitching, they tend to win. He comes into this one with a 6-2 record and is undefeated at home. The D-backs, they've been playing very well at home as of late, hitting the ball well at home. They're averaging 5.5 runs over their last 10 home games and are 7-3 over that stretch. Where the Pirates, they're 2-8 in their last 10 road games. So, like I said, this is probably the only time I'm going to take the D-backs laying a -1.5 this season, but I truly think this is a great spot for them.
All right, so we got Brad Francis here. He's liking in this one. He's liking the run line. Take the run line here with Arizona. -1.5 runs, -120 here against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Yeah, Pittsburgh just a terrible road team. They just struggle hitting the baseball. Of course, Beebe is getting the start. Remember him from San Francisco. He's been throwing pretty much bullpen action there for Pittsburgh. A high contact pitcher, 13% strikeouts. Of course, Gallen has been solid pitcher since coming over from Florida in that Greinke deal, which was just, I thought, a good move for Arizona, and it's proven to be a good move. They just need to put more pieces around him. We have seen improvements here with this Pirates pen, but Diamondbacks pen has been pretty sharp the past 10 games. But, it's the Pirates hitting here, Brad, that really just seems to fall short year after year. This year, on the road, they're hitting just .211 against right-handers.
Yeah, it's crazy, just them going on the road, what does to their hitting. And And like you said, I expect Bede. He'll probably pitch like 4 innings in this game, and then they'll just start throwing guys in there. So yeah, I mean, if we get run support from the D-backs, I feel like it should be a win here, and I think they could definitely clear this at least 2-run win.
All right, we got Brad Francis is coming in this one on the Arizona Diamondbacks, the run line. So you're going to lay -1.5 runs, -120 against the Pirates. This one will have a start time here of 9:40 Eastern time. You can watch it over on MLB Extra Innings channel. Right, Brad, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight. 7 games on the card here for Major League Baseball, showing great results over the past 3 days. 527 units of profit. That's all documented. Also, football's in the air as preseason football has begun. We're just about a month away from the start of the season. Of course, Brad coming off a great NFL season, 1,420 units of profit. But today, 7 games on the board for Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, it's a light slate today, but I got 2 games. I got my favorite pick of the day when it comes to picking a winner, as well as my favorite total of the day. Those picks are sold separately. My best pick is $15 today, though, so definitely a great deal there. And, of course, 3 days, 7, 30 days, not a bad option as well.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Brad Francis over at Pick Dogs Premium. Get on board with Brad. You can find Brad's doing great work here. Last 30 days, 527 units of profit, all documented at Pick Dogs Premium. Brad does have plays up there on the board right now. He does have his $15 premium. That's the $15 premium play. Credit guarantee right now here for Major League Baseball. Of course, that means it must win, must turn a profit, or the amount is credited back into your account for more picks. So that's what credit guarantee means. Also, Brad has some individual plays up there. Also, as you can get on board with Brad's long-term passes, his 3, 7, or 30-day All Sports Pass. You get all of his premium plays for that period of time you select. When you go to his handicapper page and you make that purchase, of course, you could use the 2-for-1 cap promotion, even greater value there. And of course, with those long-term passes or any of the passes on there, you could use the August promotion, AUG15. That will take 15% off all premium plays there from Brad on his on Pick Dogs on the premium side. You can use it on individual plays, on long-term passes. You choose. Get on board with Brad Francis over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Brad, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that great work. We'll talk with you next on Friday. But I know you also contribute to the Pick Dogs channel with your UFC show on weekends with Mills.
Yep. UFC, they just been pumping cards out every weekend. So expect us after the morning show every weekend. And catch me on Mondays and Fridays on the drive-thru.
All right, catch up, Brad Francis. All right, Brad, keep it going, and we'll talk with you again on Friday.
All right. Thank you, Tony. Have a good one.
You got it. Brad Francis here on the drive. We're getting guys signing in today. We get some people signing in late. Al Ninos is questionable in traffic right now. We'll see if we can get him on the show. Dana Lane a little later on, as well as Rod Zawacky running a little late, so we hope to get them on. We still have Jovan Burts to join us here on the drive-thru, so it looks like we'll go ahead and bring in Jovan. We'll bring him in right now. I have their picks, by the way. If we aren't able to get Al Ninos, Dana, and we've got also, we're waiting on Rod Zawacky, and we still have their picks, so stay tuned for that. So let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's welcome in Jovan Burts. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs, where he does great work there. Catches parlay of the day every single day over at Pick Dogs. And of course, we always say to subscribe, but make sure you set those notifications so when Mills parlay video drops, you be sure to know and can check it out and get the best possible numbers. So let's go ahead and bring in Jovan Burts. I think we're ready to roll here. I think Jovan's set to go. Jovan, what's happening?
Not much. Came off a profitable weekend. 5-1, went 2-1 on Saturday, 3-0 on Sunday or yesterday, and hit the free parlay. So, all's well in the world right now.
Yeah, very good. Good work there from Jovan. We're going to go here looking at this game at 9:40 Eastern time as the Athletics are at home hosting the Angels with Oakland here -125, total 7.5.
Yeah, and I'm on the under in this one. Now, right off the bat, you have 2 lefties going in Jose Suarez and Cole Irvin. And, with these 2 lineups, they can't hit lefties worth a damn. For the season, the Angels are batting .221 against lefties, and the Athletics not much better, .219. Well, not better at all, 2 percentage points below that, .219. And, I just think there's going to be a lot of feeling at the plate in this one. Now, in the last 7 meetings between these 2, the under is 5-2. And, if you look at, these 2 pitchers that's going on the mound, they've been pitching well in the last 3. For Cole Irvin, 2.25 ERA, and Jose Suarez, 3.86. and they have a combined 5-1 under record, in their last three starts. If you want to combine those last three starts, so I think everything's pointing in the direction of the under. These bullpens are pitching, you know decent enough recently. So especially the Angels. So I just think when all's said and done, we're gonna have like one of those one run games, like maybe a 4-3 game or 3-2 game, something like that.
All right, so we got Jovan here looking at this one at the Angels. Oakland to go under total here of 7.5 runs, looking for a low-scoring game. Of course, that's where you've got the ballpark playing in your favor here, Jovan, with this game being played in Oakland. These fly balls are caught in the outfield. And, of course, Suarez, you can't argue his numbers, but Irvin has been pretty solid. I think at 6 straight quality starts for Cole Irvin. He's been doing well. 17% strikeouts, 5% walks. Pretty good ground ball rate of 38%. Doesn't get hurt by the home run ball. Of course, with this Angels team, they're a lineup that's been really not performing well. And of course, we've mentioned here how poorly the Angels are hitting left-handers, but I think Cole Irvin here is the key to this one.
Yeah, and I think that the Angels, they basically checked out. They had that hot start of the season, and then it just went downhill, and there's really nothing they could do to stop it. They have Ohtani, but after that, who they have? I mean, my recollection, Mike Trout's still out. So it's like there's no protection for the guy. You know what I mean? So, and he's not on the mound. So, it's going to be a long night for their batters. And on the other side, I think Jose Suarez does enough. Given the fact that Oakland's not too tough, even though they have been hitting lately. Just a little bit better. I think both lineups have a long night in this one.
Yeah, and of course, we're looking here to help your case here for the under here. The Angels have gone under in 14 of 19 against an AL starting pitcher whose ERA is 3.4 or better. So when they face the good starting pitchers, the games totally go under a total. I'm pretty certain that probably the Angels are the ones that aren't scoring. I can't see all these games in front of me, but it is a pretty impressive number there that the Angels go under in 14 of 19 against when they're facing an AL pitcher with an ERA of 3.4 or better.
And to speaks to what I'm thinking, I like that trend. Let's keep it going.
You got it. All right, Jovan here on the Angels, Oakland under 7.5. This one will have a start time here of 9:40 Eastern time. You can watch it over on MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, Jovan, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight. We've got a 7-game card here from Major League Baseball, doing great work over the last 30 days. Also coming off a really good college football season. College football is in the air, just about less than 3 weeks away from the start of college football. Actually, 2 weeks from today, we'll be going into that college football week, right? So we're getting really close here. Right. So, Jovan, what do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, it's Monday, so you know what that means. Time to get money with my money bag Monday. MLB Laser Show. Just got one play tonight. This short card, really didn't like the card, but I see a gem in there, and I think it's gonna cash. So you might want to hop up on that. You also go check me out on my 3-day, my 7-day, my 30-day, or the yearly. Football's right around the corner, and my handicapping, it fits well to football in general and college football in particular. So, like I said, you might want to hop up on that, or match me with one of the other handicaps for the 2-for-1 capital promotional. You can't go wrong at Sports Chat Placing Pick Dogs.
That's right, guys. I get aboard here with the Jovan Burts over at Pick Dogs. You see the numbers here, 365 units of profit. The last 30 days, all documents showing profit last 30 days, come off a winning day yesterday. Of course, over at Pick Dogs Premium, Jovan has his Money Bag Monday Laser Show up there. That's individual play. These prices are affordably priced here, $19. Credit guarantee. Again, must win, or the amount you paid for is credited back into your account for a future pick. So that's what credit guarantee means over on these individual plays and these one-day passes. Of course, the duration or season-long passes, your 3-day, 7-day passes, or your season passes, those are not sold as guaranteed because they're sold at a discount rate. So check that out over at Pick Dogs Premium. So you see Jovan with those great numbers up there. Maybe a good time to get on board with that 1-month all sports pass from Jovan. Get all of Jovan's plays for 1 month. That would include a 30-day plan here with all his baseball. Of course, if he's in action in preseason football. And don't forget that first week of college football is in play right now when you get that 1-month all sports pass from Jovan over at Pick Dogs Premium. And of course, you could use that promo code TonyT at checkout. That will save you 20% off. Matter of fact, we could be looking at, we're looking at that offer right now. A really good value there. So get on board right now with that 1 month all sports pass. Get that first week of college football along with all of Jovan's plays from Major League Baseball. You can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Jovan, as always, great having you show. Continue that success. We'll talk again Friday, but I always like to mention about your parlay. You produce a video series every day over at Pick Dogs, and it's a parlay video.
Yeah, due to the fact that it was a short card today, didn't put out a parlay, but I'll be back at it tomorrow. Work on it tonight. Right after the show, and hopefully give you what you want, which is a winning parlay. I hit the parlay yesterday, so just trying to keep that going. I enjoy doing it, so as long as they hit him, I'm gonna bring them to you.
That's right, hitting, he's gonna bring him in. Very good. All right, Jovan, continue that hit rate, and we'll talk with you again on Friday.
Absolutely. Have a good night. See you on Friday.
See you on Friday. Jovan Burts here on the drive. Let's continue our coverage, guys. If you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap here at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. El Ninos scheduled to be with us for that. Hopefully we get him signed in. We did get Rod signed in, so we're going to go to Rod next here, as El Ninos is still stuck in traffic over in that Florida. I guess it's busy out there in Florida. Everyone's back to school, so those freeways are jamming over there. So let's continue on here with the drive through. Let's go ahead and welcome in Rod Zawacky. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs. He's been very good to us here on the show, as he's done some really good work for us. So we'll go ahead and bring in Rod in right now. I think we could bring in Rod. I think he's... Let's see here. Rod Zawacky. Here we go. Rod, what's happening?
Hey, not too much, Tony. Get my window fixed. I finally have a nice clean window. It's not cracked and smashed from my hail damage, so now I can drive and be safe again.
Yeah, I couldn't believe those pictures you were putting up there. Almost like a softball size hail coming down. Man, that's some serious stuff.
Oh, craziness in Alberta. We've had some pretty bad weather, and I hope everybody stays safe because it's hot again here today in Medicine Hat. It's 35 degrees Celsius, which that just leads to more storms. Eventually, that's what's going to happen. This heat wave we're getting is just going to lead to more storms. So, if you're in Alberta, be safe. Watch out.
The humidity, there's a moisture in the air, no doubt about that. All right, here we go, 7 Eastern time. The Mets here to host the Reds. The Mets here minus 340 in this one. The total sits at 9. But you're looking at this one a different way.
Yeah, definitely. We're looking at this a different way. For me, if I was looking at this full game, I would probably have to take the Reds. The too much value there, and the Reds are just like I heard Mitch say on the morning show. The Reds are all loosey goosey. They're all loose. They got nothing really to play for, really to lose, right? So that's why they've been playing so good lately. But we're gonna look at this a different way. I think we get no runs in the first inning. You look at the Reds and the way they've been playing. I know we got Justin Dunn in his first start here of the season. He used to pitch for Seattle. I know he's got some minor league numbers, and he hasn't been the greatest, but the Reds team behind him, I think, will do enough to we'll get no runs in the first inning. The Reds on the season, 61-46 to that Nerfy. And also the 7-3, the last 10 games are these Reds to that Nerfy. And then you look at the Mets. The Mets, as favorites, are 42-40 to the Nerfy, and they're also 7-3 in that first inning, into the Nerfy. So I think that's the way we got to go with Bassett on the mound. He's also 7-3 to that Nerfy in his last 10 starts. So both the Mets and Bassett are 7-3 to this Nerfy. And then in 3 meetings this season, 2-1 to that Nerfy. So let's make it 3-1. We're going to take no runs. First inning, I think we got a 0-0 score at the end of 1. Reds, Mets.
All right, we got Rod Zawacky on record here. Cincinnati Reds, New York Mets, Nerfy. That means no runs, first inning at minus 105. That means 0-0 after 1, and you cash your ticket. Yeah, of course, that Bassett has been solid against really bad teams. He's got a really good trend winning. Of course, the odds are too much. Everyone's on that trend now, so it's impossible to bet minus 300 with Bassett, even though he's been solid against these bad teams over the past 2 seasons. And of course, just some numbers here. The Reds have lost the run line 22 of 30 against teams that allow 4 runs or fewer. So when there's good pitching on the mound, they don't hit. They basically hit average, and poor pitching is how they do it. But again, of course, the big sweat here, as you know, is going to be done 6 walks per 9 innings this year.
Oh, right. That's the biggest sweat. We can get through the first with Justin Dunn going there. then we're good. Which I think he can. If he pitches some low, don't give him some nice juicy meatballs right over the plate to crush out of here. That's
That's
my
right.
biggest sweat in this game right here. Justin Dunn, induce some ground balls, and we'll get out of the first with nothing and be good to go.
Yeah, let's pitch to the career ERA 3.94, WHIP of 135 in his 25 lifetime MLB starts. So that's of course he was hampered with that shoulder injury. Very short sample for this year. It was in AAA where he's had those issues, but hopefully he brings his good stuff here to the majors. Here we go. We've got Rod on record. Cincinnati Reds, New York Mets, called the Nerfy. That means no runs first inning at -105. This one to start at 7 Eastern time. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Stream tonight. Where we're putting up the football numbers because football is in the air. College football. 2 weeks from now, this will be a college football week, right? We'll be heading into college football. So Rod finished with a great record in college football last year, but today we're looking at 7 games from Major League Baseball. With Rod on the air, we also got to mention that one WNBA game. What do you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
And me over at Pick Dogs Premium, you can get my best bet. It's over there. My money top play on the board that I absolutely love. You can scoop that up over at Pick Dogs Premium for $25, or get my Mega Money Triple, where you get my 3 best bets that I've got going in the MLB tonight. Absolutely love those to kick off the week of winter. Mondays have been good to us the last few weeks. We've been kicking off that week a nice winter and getting the week started nicely on Mondays. So definitely scoop that package up. And as we say, it's definitely been guaranteed. If you use that, don't forget to use the promo code UG15, and you'll get 15% off all your purchases over at Pick Dogs Premium. And as we say, go long-term, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, 30-day. I'll get you right through a couple of weeks of college football now with a month pass. But I still think my best deal going right now, you can still get everything I got going from now until New Year's. That's the best deal I've got going over at Pick Dogs Premium. Works out to be about $100 a month. Best deal going. Get the rest of my season pass over at Pick Dogs Premium. Especially if you use the UG15, get 15% off that. That'll drop it even more. And if you're serious about gambling long term, that is the only way to go. And I'm telling you, that's definitely the best way to go.
That certainly is. No doubt about that, guys. Get on board with Rod Zawacky over at Pig Dogs Premium. See the numbers here from college football doing well today. He's got Mega Money Triple is the 3 best bets in a 3-pack, affordably priced at $40. Credit guarantee must win, or you're credited back into your account for what you paid for future picks. That's what credit guarantee means on these these one-day passes and these individual plays. Rod has many of those up on the board today. Of course, Rod was mentioning his long-term passes, the 1-month passes up there. All of Rod's plays for 30 days, all his baseball, as well as college football. That 2 weeks of college football will be in play here with that 1-month all sports pass. But what Rod was alluding to was this great value right now. When he's put together a special here, his all sports rest of 22 year pass. It takes you right to New Year's Eve. So that pretty much locks you in for all of college football's regular season, plus much of the postseason up until New Year's Eve. We'll probably have the New Year's Day's game then on New Year's Eve, so you probably get those January 1st games. I wouldn't be surprised with that. A lot of the NFL, a lot of the start of college basketball, as well as NHL and NBA. So we'll have those tricky months there in the NBA. You've got those that October, November, December there from Rod. Of course, that would also cover college hoops as well. Lots of the non-conference. So you'll get that sports rest of the year 2022 year pass. Affordable pricing over at Pig Dogs. And don't forget that promo code for August. We're using OG15, and you'll save 15% off that pass right now, which is pretty good. It's about $58 with 10%. It's probably close to we're close to $85 off right there when you use that promo code OG15 at checkout. So guys, get on board with Rod Zawacky over at Pig Dogs Premium and get signed up to that. All sports rest of the 2020 year, because let me tell you, that's when it goes bonkers, guys.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of sports going on. That November, probably the busiest sports in the history of sports betting. When you're at the World Cup, it's in November with all this stuff right. So get on board there.
Right? Shh, don't tell Mitch. It'll probably be less than 10 cents a play. What that'll work out to be with that package going for the rest of the season. So.
That's right. We'll keep it quiet there. We won't let Mitch hear that. All right, Rod, have yourself a great evening, and we'll talk with you again actually, we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Hey, thanks for having me. Appreciate everybody. Smash that thumbs up there. If we can get 100 by tomorrow, I'll give you a bonus play. I'll give you 2 plays tomorrow. If I'll look at this by the end of the show. We don't have to be the end of the show. as long as it's I look by tomorrow, tonight sometime, that we've hit 100. We hit 100, I'll give you 2 plays tomorrow. How's
Excellent.
that? Everybody?
Sounds great. Let's get
Thanks,
that.
everybody. Smash that thumbs up.
Hit that thumbs up. All right, Zawacky here on the drive-through. We'll talk with him again tomorrow. All right, let's continue. We'll go to Dana Lane next. Looks like Al Ninos is running late, but he's just signing on. I don't think he's ready yet to get on. So we'll go to Dana Lane here. If I'm over at Pick Dog Spring, where he does great work up there, he'll go right to Dana. Dana, what's going on?
Hey, Tony, how you doing, man? It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, I catch you some of your media appearances you do. Some of your shows out there in Vegas do some great work. And of course, we got Danny here with us on Mondays. And tonight, Danny, you're going to be looking at this Orioles team that's made money for some people here. They've shown some improvement, but they're facing the tough Blue Jays team at 7 Eastern time. We got the Blue Jays minus 135, total of 9.
Yeah, I mean, this number has plummeted down since its opening number this morning, and everybody's jumping on the shiny new toy. I mean, everybody likes to watch the Baltimore Orioles right now, and and why not? I mean, they've played exciting baseball. It's been a long time since they've made noise this late in the season, especially knocking on the door of the postseason. So, they're one of those teams that's exciting to watch. But from a betting standpoint, we really have to be careful with what is new and shiny. And these two teams are going to play each other 15 more times between now and the end of the season. So the Orioles' road to the wild card is likely going through Tampa or going through Toronto. So this is a key series for them. And the one thing about this, Tony, is I know the public loves the plus money, and I know that they love the plus money at home. But the problem that I have is I in baseball, almost unlike any other sport, where I always say, forget what you just saw. In baseball, it's remember what you just saw. What you think a team is exactly what they are. And for the Baltimore Orioles, this is a team, Tony, that is a 500 team, 500 at best, and trying to tread above that 500 number. And we know Toronto has a terrific lineup. They have they're terrific defensively, especially in their infield, where they even got stronger over the trade deadline, just getting some depth. It was kind of questionable moves, but they got some depth on the infield. And so we know Toronto is the better of the two teams, just like we knew the Dodgers are still, because of their pitching, still better than the Padres, and they absolutely smoked them no matter how much offense that the Padres went out and got. Now, I don't like to lay $1.40 in this game. I thought it'd be a little bit less. That number has come down, so be patient. I know you got about 20 minutes before first pitch. Be patient, but I certainly like Toronto as a side here until Baltimore can prove to me that they can beat a team that they haven't been able to beat for years. So there's if I'm betting Baltimore, possibly break the stigma with the. I think we're.
All right, might have lost a little connection there. All right, so Dana here on the Blue Jays here. We've got Dana still here.
That's okay. Can you hear me, buddy?
I can hear you now. All right, minus 135. Of course, the fly in the ointment is always going to be Kikuchi, right? Which Kikuchi shows up. He's had some issues with control this season, but you think he's had a good start of late. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel good about where he's at. In his last 6 starts, only one time has he given up more than 3 runs. That was in early July. He's given up only 11 hits in his last 17 in the 3rd inning. And as far as Jordan Lyles is concerned, yes, I know he's pitched well, but he's pitched with Tampa Bay, which we think is a good game, and they're really not. He's pitched well against Texas, which is the middle of the road as a team in the league. So yes, he's pitched better, but I haven't seen him pitch well against the better teams in the league. And we know last time that he faced this Toronto lineup, they lit him up pretty.
All right, we got Danny here on the Blue Jays, minus 135 against the Orioles. This one to have a start time here of 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Dana, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Spring. We put up some great numbers over the past 30 days. It's 820 units of profit. That is all documented. So if you go over to Pick Dog, go down to Pick History on Dana's Handicapper page, you'll see all the plays there for you. They're documented, graded immediately over at Pick Dogs. All right, Dana, a 7-game card here from Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at the site?
As far as individual games tonight, Tony, I took one little bit of a step back to just kind of exhale a little bit, hit the reset button. I really love Zoli tonight. That's my top whale winner that's on the page right now. You can get it for $30. I even discounted it for. I love this course. Always get my 3-day run. Obviously, I have an annual package as well, and this is a this is time right now because and you're running to the end when somebody is on that. You mentioned just say spending more on a consistent.
All right, guys, again, we're Dana Lane over at Pick Dogs. You see the numbers, 820 units of profit the last 30 days, all documented. Get on board right now. Dana does have a play from the Angels in Oakland, his top whale winner right now. Credit guarantee at $30, meaning it must win or the amount is credited back in your account for future picks. That's the credit guarantees on the one-offs, one-day passes. Long-term passes are not guaranteed because they're sold at a discount. Of course, Dana Lane has his plays up there right now for you. 30-day all sports pass, 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass, or you can even get on board for a year. All of Dana's plays for 1 year. He's in action in all the major sports, your college football, your NFL, NHL, NBA, college hoops, including the postseason and, of course, NFL preseason. If he's in action in NFL preseason, he is Las Vegas based. May possibly will be in action in NFL preseason. So get on board there with that 1 year all sports pass. Also individual plays up there, as well as seasonal passes. If you're just into baseball, he has that up there for you. And of course, we're getting close to football season. He has an early bird NHL package up there as well. So get on board with Dana Lane over at Pick Dog Stream. Don't forget that August promo code AUG15 will save you 15%. All right, Dana, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you again next week. Yep, looked like we might have lost Dana there with some internet connections. All right, let's continue on here with the show, guys. And we're getting a lot of people signed in. If you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap here at the end of the show. Al Ninos will help us out with that. We got Al signed in right now. He said he wanted to be the closer tonight, so we're going to go ahead and bring in Al Ninos right now. You'll find him over at Pick Dog Stream. Let's bring Al right now. Al, what's happening?
Going good. You got to remember, you closing tonight.
I guess so. That's right. That's right. I forgot about myself. All right. Let's get on here with Al Ninos. So we're going to the NL West action as Padres host the Giants with San Diego here to minus 190. The total sits here 7.5.
Yeah, that line's definitely moved a lot with a lot of money coming in on the Padres. But we're looking at the total here, and I think we got two pretty shaky pitchers at best. Snell's starting to improve a little bit, but still definitely not at the level he once was. And well, on the other side, Alex Wood, he's having a pretty average season, and I think this Padres line is up a little bit after a slow series against the Dodgers. The Giants lineup getting healthier; they're getting a few batters back, so I think both offenses get going today, and I think we see a lot of runs here in San Diego. So taking this game to go over the total.
All right, Al Nino says Padres Giants over total of 7.5 in this one. He's looking. He doesn't think Wood here and Snell. He looks at them as not the greatest starters yet. Their ERAs are over 4. But, when you look at the FIP, I don't know if you look at too much of the advanced numbers. Wood, a FIP of 3.51. Snell, 3.24. So those are for in the advanced world, advanced stats. The stat heads think that there is improvement on the way here based on those FIP numbers. But again, now when you look at Snell, you got to worry about those walks. He does have that good strikeout rate, but the walks are the concern. With Wood, he gets the ground balls at 50%, and again, the ground ball is 50%, but they're finding holes, right? When you have that type of ERA, they're definitely finding holes in the infield.
Yeah, they sure are, and as I said, both offenses should get going today. Yes, should they improve? Yes, but again, you don't expect them to get much worse than what they are right now. So I said Snell's already shown that improvement, but again, I think he may he may have a better night than Wood here, but again, I think the Giants get to him a little bit too. So I think we're expecting some runs here tonight.
Yeah, for some runs. Although, of course, if the Padres are coming in cold against lefties, but again, you face the Dodger lineup, you're going to have your offensive numbers are going to hit the wall sometimes.
Yeah, as I said, they were really, really shut down. I was actually quite surprised. I was expecting a bit more of a challenge from them as a Dodger fan.
Yeah, well, it's a different strategy again facing the Padres. Is you have to make sure that you don't give up the lead against Hader, right? You just got to be up. Don't put Hader in a safe situation. That's the key against the Padres.
Sorry, I got cut off for a second there.
Yeah, I was just saying that you're surprised by that. I look at it this way. I think the Dodgers going into that series realized, hey, we've got to come out on fire against the Padres. You don't want the Padres to be in a safe situation in the ninth with Hader on the mound. That's a losing proposition.
You don't like Hader?
No, I'm just saying that if you're from the Dodgers' point of view, you want to be up. You want to play this game from a head. You want to pound the starter.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they did definitely improve their bullpen as well, not just the lineup, the Padres. But yeah, again, they managed to take the lead. I think most of the time they were leading most of that series. I think, right? I don't think they were behind.
No, yeah, they played from ahead. They played from ahead. And that's what you want to do. You don't want that ninth inning down. You don't. I know you got that stud lineup, but when you face the Padres, it can be tough to score on Hader. So they know you got to jump on their starters and middle relievers. Yeah. And that's the strategy there against the Padres. They did it successfully. Covered run lines too as well. They've been a run line machine. This Dodger team, even in this home series. So Padres, Giants over 7.5. This one will have a start time here of 9:40 Eastern time. And it looks like this one's going to be on MLB Network. MLB Network has this one tonight. All right, Al Ninos, so let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight. 7-game card here from Major League Baseball. We have one on over at Pick Dogs Premium.
I got small cards you mentioned, so just a 3-pack for me. I got my best bet sold separately if you're just looking for one bet tonight. But again, long term and 2-for-1 capper specials are your best way to go.
That's right, guys. I got aboard with Al Ninos over at Pick Dogs Premium. Al Ninos does have a 3-pack up there, probably priced at $40. Again, as you mentioned, that is a credit guarantee, meaning it must show profit. These one-offs, these one-day passes, these individual picks must show profit, or the amount you paid for is credited back in your account. Al Ninos also has his $15 premium play up there right now, a Monday money line pick for you, so get on board there. And of course, the long-term pass Al was alluding to, the 3, 7, or 30-day Al Sports Pass. That 1-month pass will get you all of Al's plays for 30 days. Will include all his NFL preseason, his MLB. Of course, we've got college football in action here for 2 weeks, so a lot of action here with that 1-month All Sports Pass. You can use the 2-for-1 cap promotion, save even greater value there. And of course, don't forget about the AUG 15, saves 15% off the premium packages when you use the promo code AUG15 at checkout, and you'll save 15%. All right, Al, as always, great having you show. Hang tight. We'll talk a little bit later here on the recap. You got Al Ninos here on the drive through. Let's continue on here with the show. Of course, if you missed any of our picks, we have a lot of people signed in right now. We will do a complete recap here at the end of the show. Al Ninos will help us with that, so stay tuned for that. So let's continue on here on the drive-through. Remember, we get to that 100 like goal. If we get to 100, we're going to even include the replay people who watch us on replays. So if you're watching this on replay, we hit that like button. When Rod Zawacky comes on tomorrow, if we hit the 100 likes, then we will have a bonus plays for you from Rod. So make sure, keep that like number to 100. Let's get there by tomorrow. And of course, we want to give the overnight folks who watch us the replay a chance there. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it's time for my play. Let's bring up my game odds. We're going to be looking at this Mariners-Yankees game. It's down to -110 here. Mariners had been a bit of a favorite here. The total remains there at 8, and that's what we're looking in this one. We're going to go under total of 8 here with the Yankees and Mariners. Of course, this is a pitcher's ballpark. in Seattle. Jameson Taillon will get the start here in this one. I just want to refresh the starters. Don't want any surprises here. Make sure there's not any late minute changes here. So I want to make sure we don't have any changes in this game. As we've got Taillon and Logan Gilbert. We can confirm the lineup now for Seattle. Gilbert, Frazier, France, Henninger, Winker, Suarez, Santana, Crawford, Raleigh, and Haggerty will be the lineup here for the Seattle Mariners. And of course, Taillon is on the mound here. 21% strikeout pitcher, 40% on the ground balls. Coach Gilbert, 22 starts, ERA 3, 23% strikeouts. Pretty good control on both sides here. The ground ball rate at 36%. Of course, the Yankees, we know the Yankees losing streak here reaches 5 straight, but again, they switch cities here to play in Seattle. Of course, Seattle come off a split of a 4-game series against the Angels. That they shouldn't be happy with that. They should win 3 or 4 against that Angel team that's doing poorly here. Now you look over the past 10 games, the Mariners are hitting just 192 against right-handers, and Taillon has had success when facing teams batting .260 or worse. The team record 14-2, which tells me here that that Taillon should have a good outing here tonight. And of course, Seattle has dropped 41 of 67 facing good AL pitching staffs that allow 4.4 runs or fewer. Again, it shows me here that a good pitcher on the mound with good numbers have held down this Mariners hitting. So that's why we will look at this one under a total of 8 between the New York Yankees and the Seattle Mariners. And this one will have a start time of 10 Eastern time. All right, guys, check out Pick Dogs. I have a 3-pack right now. I'm the top unit producer over at Pick Dogs. Pretty good run here with my $15 premium. So, guys, I get on board with that. Now, I want to make note here with my 3-pack. My 3-pack today includes, it's a short card, so my 3-pack today includes my $15 premium. So that's included. So if you buy my 3-pack, you don't need to buy my individual $15 premium because that one is in that 3-pack. So you get the 3-pack, you get my $15 premium. Of course, my $15 premium is sold standalone as well. That's up on the site as well. So get on board. I am the top unit producer over at Pick Dogs for 2022. Document on the site. Visit my handicapper page over at Pick Dogs. Go down to Pick History. You can see all of my plays there as they're fully documented. Also have my long-term passes, 3, 7, and 30 sports pass. All of my baseball for that period of time you select when you go to my handicapper page and make that purchase. Also, we'll delve in some NFL preseason, 2 weeks of college football because that will be in play with that 1-month all sports passes. Don't forget that promo, AUG15, AUG15 will save you 15%. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. And it's now time for the recap, so let's go ahead and bring in Al Ninos. So we're going to recap the game tonight. We start with Brian. Brian said take the Nationals Cubs under 8. Brad says the Arizona Diamondbacks run line -1.5 runs, -120 against the Pirates. Jovan was on the Angels Athletics under 7.5. Al Ninos was on the Padres Giants over 7.5. Rod says take the Reds Nationals Nerfy, no runs first inning at -105. Dana was on the Blue Jays -135 against the Orioles. Yours truly, Mariners Yankees under 8. All right, Al, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I'll go with the under in the Angels Athletics game.
That's where I'm at too. Yeah, I like that one the best as well. So we're both in there with the Jovan with the Angels Athletics under 7.5. All right, that'll do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live at 6 Eastern time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers in from Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place to give out live free picks for the games in prime time. And don't forget, every day always gets started here on the Pick Dogs YouTube channel, 10 a.m. Eastern time with the morning show. You've got Mitch. You got Rod Zawacky, you got Brian, you've got not Zawacky, you got Mitch, you got Chris, and you got Brian on the show. Guys, Rod is on the weekends. Rod's now on the weekends on the show. So you got Chris, Brian, and Mitch. And of course, don't forget all the video series now on Pick Dogs. We got Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes. We also have Brian Bitler's Money in the Bank, Take It to the Bank show, as well as his Fast 5. And of course, we got Ron Romanelli with his rundown on the entire card for Major League Baseball. It's like a 16-game card when you add the doubleheader between the White Sox and Royals. So there'll be a big, good video there for you from Ron Romanelli for tomorrow, as well as the parlay pick from Jovan. And don't forget the UFC show here on Saturdays, following the morning show with Brad and Mills. All right, that'll do it for a nice show. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew from tonight, and we're going to wave goodbye to you guys. You guys have a great night. We'll talk to you guys again tomorrow live at 6 Eastern time with another edition of the Drive-Thru. All right, looks like that we did not get a. Did we get a sign off here? Oh, here we go. The computer is not signing me off. So what I'm going to do is do a hard sign off. So I got to say goodbye to the handicappers and goodbye to everyone off here. Let's see here. All right.
All right, have a good one.
Have a good one, guys. I'm going to have to do a complete hard shutdown, do a complete reset of my computer because when I hit stop,